you guys were on an airplane and lightning hit the airplane. This is just like a couple weeks, like a week ago or something.
Lightning hit the plane, bro.
After podcast 1, podcast P might have been over right then and there.
It would have been over,
Just
bro.
me and you.
Podcast RIP. Welcome back to another episode of Podcast P with your host, Podcast P, where we bring you your new favorite hoop show, presented to you by Wave Sports and Entertainment. I got my guys, the White Stallion, a.k.a. the man
There we go.
who peed on Larry Bird's foot.
Yes, sir. Proud of it. Proud of it.
Dallas Rutherford.
Okay, Dallas.
Then I got my guy,
Give it to me.
Mr. Esquire,
Give it to me. Shaboink.
a.k.a. you got a Picasso in your house, a.k.a.
What?
bodied,
Keep it going. Keep it going.
AKA killed Mary J. Blige.
a.k.a.
No, she can't.
bodied by Mary J.
Yeah. Anybody would want to get killed by Mary J. Blige, though. I'm just
Hey,
saying.
you ain't wrong. Mr. Jackie Long.
Keep it going. Jackie
Hit you
Long.
with a song.
Oh, but you know, I come fresh off a flight. I'm always dressed tight. If you see me in some black, I might even have on a little bit of white.
White.
Somebody get out of line. That was for you. You still tight. See what I'm saying? He over here with the only ones on the show with a dimple, but I'm going to keep it real simple. I thought one day it was a pimple. Let's get it going with podcast page.
All right, guys. Well,
What's up, man? Hey, y'all, happy to be here for number 3.
back. We back. Number 3.
I'm glad we number 3, y'all. We
Number
done
3,
made it.
welcome back. And as always, this is a weekly show dropping every Monday for the rest of the NBA season. We'll usually record these 3 to 4 days before they release. And make sure you go subscribe and turn on those post notifications at Podcast P and follow us across all the social channels. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at Podcast P. We appreciate you guys and all your support.
Come on, P. Y'all already know on Podcast P, we got to stay nosy.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get all the nosy information we can while we got you. You already know. We want to know about them battling Warriors. We got to know about that. When y'all went through that whole little thing when you was playing against them, we need that record-breaking Clippers. We need to know all that information because y'all doing good right now. And we need to know the mindset of being balanced and preparing when y'all out there on that court for the battle, man. And you know we got to be nosy about your tennis shoes.
Gots to
Got to know
do
about
it.
them PGs, what you call them, the PGs?
PGs.
PGs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where you at with them? You up there with them, huh?
I ran out of
Yeah.
fingers.
We got to know about your shoes, so you better let us know everything about
Got you.
them. That's
Got
what we
you.
coming at y'all with Podcast P.
Okay, real quick, Jackie, before we get into our first topic, I got some good news about last night.
What's the news, Bucky? Tell me.
The news is I won some money on Prize Picks.
Wow, wait a minute. I hope you use our promo code, but before we get all into that, let the people know what Prize Picks is, Dallas.
Okay, so Prize Picks is a daily fantasy app. You pick 2 to 6 players, then pick if they will score more or less than their Prize Picks projection. You aren't competing against other people. It's just you versus the projections available.
Y'all got that right. So now we can get into how did you win last night?
So I actually placed an entry on both Paul and Steph to go over their projections, and they both did.
So are these only hoop projections or what?
Nope, Prize Picks offers projections on any sport that you watch.
Damn. So tell the people how much you can win.
You can win up to 25 times on your money per entry.
Wow, wait a minute. And on top of all of that, all first-time users that deposit and use our promo code PodcastP will receive 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Guess what that means, Dallas? That means if you deposit $100 from Prize Picks will give you $100. If you deposit $50, guess what? Prize Pick gonna give you $50. Cha-ching!
First of all, let's shout out Pat Bev. He gave us a shout out this week.
He did.
I don't know if that was really a shout out.
It wasn't. He threw a little shade.
Shout out.
You know what I mean? He threw a little shade that we took his style.
Yeah,
But we got our white boy,
we do.
right?
You is our white stallion.
Glad
Got
to
our
be
white
here.
stallion. And then we got Mr. Jackie Long. So we kind of leveled up over here.
Yeah.
Blackie
The
Long
Black
today.
Stallion.
Blackie Long. Black Stallion.
Black Stallion.
That's big.
What y'all
What
think
it-
about that?
Man, you know, It's Patrick Beverly. He gonna straight be forward and say what he want to say.
He gonna say what he want to say.
And at the end of the day, he just hating. Because we got a better looking white boy.
We got a better look. And
That's
our
all
host,
it
I
is.
think our host is more talented.
I think
now you might not
too.
you might not be able to beat him in a rap battle.
But you can
But
beat him in
everything
basketball.
else, I think you got him in everything else.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a backhanded compliment for sure. And there's some friendly competition going on in there. But you know what's better than having one white co-host? Having two co-hosts.
Two co-hosts.
One black and one white.
You get the best of both worlds.
With the white.
Back of the berry.
Ebony and ivory.
Yeah, and not only am I white, but
Yin and yang.
I have a little bit of stallion mixed in with that white.
There we go.
It's a little different, you know what I mean? He may be able to beat me, you know, in a rap battle. You know, I could probably put some bars together.
He got you in a rap
Ain't no
battle.
problem. He will.
P seen me in the studio. I do have a little bit of bars. I can, you know, for your average typical white guy, I have bars. But as far as on the basketball court,
you don't got wrong bars.
We gonna think of.
Come
You
on,
don't got wrong bars.
No. I know I don't have that. But I got him. If we were playing one-on-one, I'd for sure. I think out of all the co-hosts,
I agree with you on that.
I could get him in the one-on-one. You
Let's
know,
set that
2
up.
dribbles,
Let's
king of
set
the
that up.
court, no problem.
Wrong. Hey, we'll set that up.
Yeah, Ron
Pat
playing
Bear
the
put
movie.
whatever on it.
Yeah, Pat put some money on
I
it.
got my guy, the White Stallion. We can put whatever. We can go to Venice.
Shout out to Ron.
I mean-
I think Ron played in my movie Body. I think
That's
Shout
cool.
out, shout out Rome. Shout out
Y'all seen
Rome
the
too.
movie? Was Rome in there? I think he was doing with the white suit on, bagging with the girl, with Shaniqua. I think that
It's
was
your
I'm
movie?
not sure.
I think that was wrong.
It's your movie.
Friends don't support each other. You should have knew. You was at the
It's
screening
your-
with
You
me.
was in it. How you didn't know?
Saying, I think it was. I
You
said,
confirming
yeah,
with me.
I'm
I should be
confirming
confirming
y'all.
with you.
That's what I'm saying. How many of
Come
us have no friends? No, you can't.
We're the
depend
3
on
best
me.
friends that anyone could ever have.
Oh, whack. Y'all went to the screening and don't even remember neither.
I
Never take y'all
don't-
to another screening. Never again.
I
Don't give me no games
I
and
wasn't
no
watching
tickets to
Body and be like, oh,
What?
that's wrong.
You wouldn't know Rome?
I didn't know Rome prior to Body.
You gotta be a Barstool fan to know Roan, and Barstool has a good thing going on. But I feel like Roan's he's known for the
Rome,
Barstool.
I didn't know
At the end of
Rome
the day,
before.
Fuck Rome. It's all about you. It's all about you, Dallas. Fuck Rome. Now let's go.
Okay, Roan, we love you. We love you. I've been watching Roan.
Pat Bear
I have a lot
podcast.
to learn, and you know, you've paved the way for me. So hey,
But anyways, Pete, you see how we popping. I see you changed up today.
came out crazy today.
Hey, what my shirt? Make them say.
So that's me. People been talking about our podcast. Like your basketball player,
They've been talking
your
about it.
teammate.
Yeah, they've
Give me
been
a little
talking
insight.
about it.
Who been talking about it?
No, you know what? It's I'm getting
get
love
checked
from everybody.
now.
I'm getting we doing good for ourselves. You see me?
Talk to me.
No, we've been getting love from everybody. Actually, I was at the scores table about to check into the game, and then out of nowhere, I hear, "I love your podcast." Like what? And it was the scores table. I forget his name. That's my guy. Every time I shoot the half court shot, he always showed me love.
We get his name next time. Don't
We
worry
get his
about
name.
it.
Yeah, he gonna watch the
Google
next
later
one. He
and
gonna
put
watch
in the
this one.
thing.
He gonna be mad. He probably gonna be mad.
Yeah.
You don't know my name, but
Yeah.
I'll
can
know your
edit
name
that, so you good.
next episode.
Yeah, they can still edit it when we figure it out. They put it on the screen.
Put it in there,
and we
yeah.
can put it on the writing. P knew who he was, just couldn't remember name.
it could be like, bing,
good.
and then it
Bing.
just pop
Yep.
up.
You
Yeah,
good. We gonna give him
But
love.
yeah, he and it was just crazy because I wouldn't expect the outreach for him to watch it. And then our president of basketball operations, Gillian, she came to me and was like, "I love your podcast," and it caught me off guard again. So
What she say about me?
Okay.
She said we probably could do without the one with the braids. She said yeah. Nah, but she loved it. She loved it. She was like, the chemistry comes off great. The insight is amazing, and like, you guys know what you're doing. So like it just threw me off guard that
That's dope.
we're
man.
getting that type of attention from people that I didn't expect.
That's dope.
We doing good.
Podcast sheet. Shout out to Podcast P, man.
Shout out to podcast.
Shout out to
Podcast
Podcast P.
Come
Yeah,
on.
it's
Shout out to Podcast P.
It's
man.
been going well. We just had a little write-up in People's Magazine, so shout out People. They actually included myself. We're still working on that Instagram verification plug, so Instagram, if you're watching this, please give me the blue check.
Come
Thank you.
on, blue
Somebody
check 'em.
please give Dallas his
but-
verification.
I'm the only one that's not
Please.
verified. It's just like,
I
it's a
know.
little
It's like we just
embarrassing.
picked
You know
you
what I
up.
mean?
Yeah. I mean,
It's this your
like,
first gig, though. You gonna be good.
You got to go through the grind.
Yeah,
It's the
you gotta
grind right
crawl
here.
before you
Instagram,
go.
please. But how has it been kind of adding the podcast into your kind of daily routine? Because, you're obviously busy and now you got to show up for an hour and talk, and I think it's been great, but how has that affected your routine a little bit?
What's up? We 4-0. What's our record?
4-0.
We 4-0.
Podcast P is now 4-0, and also fun fact for all the viewers, Podcast D, Church League legend, is also 2-0 right now since we started the podcast. So
wait, what are you in your league?
And what?
The Call of Duty League. Did you win a couple wins since? You've been winning more since the podcast started.
I've been winning big time. I'm like 5-0 right now.
Okay, that's cap.
Yeah.
That's cap.
No, for real. I won 3 the other night.
I just played with you today.
You ain't my only friend. It's not my only friend.
We didn't win.
It don't matter. You
said you 5-0. We ain't win today.
Why? Your wife was messing with you today.
She was.
You wasn't focused.
That's the worst.
Your wife was messing with you today. You wasn't focused. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
I wasn't.
Then you try to blame it on the homies.
You right.
Homies ain't got nothing to do when your wife come up in the room.
You right.
Quit playing with us.
In all honesty though, like I love adding this to my routine because it's cool to like talk about it and get it off my chest and like in a fun way that like we control. You know what I mean?
With your homies too.
With your homies. We control what's going out. We control, what's being said. We gonna give you what's real and you gonna give us what's real. Exactly. We ain't got to sugarcoat around nothing. Exactly. And that's so I love it.
Too honest.
Okay.
That was what?
He's very
too honest.
I only went out to click to get the attitude real fast. All right, Chuck, you stop. You the one that's drunk. Hey, you stop. You drunk. But go ahead, continue.
Jackie, brush your teeth next episode. Anyways, all right, so it's Thursday. You guys just came off a win against the Warriors. We got a couple more games over the weekend. This is going to be airing on Monday. But talk a little bit about that Warriors game, a must-win. It seemed like a kind of a playoff atmosphere, and I think it was the first time that you and Kawhi together got to battle Steph and Klay. So talk a little bit about that matchup and just the atmosphere of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it was just great. Both sides were healthy. Like, that's worthy of being shouted out. Both teams were healthy. Myself, Kawhi, Klay, Steph, like, healthy group, But the environment was crazy. Because usually when we run out and we do our, like, pregame shooting, it's the arena is, like, still getting filled up versus any other team.
Right.
When we played the Warriors, bro, it was – when I go out and shoot, Steph's out there and Klay's out there, right? And so it's like everybody's down there watching them warm up. And like I get it. Steph's a fucking superstar. You know what I mean? I get it. But it just it shows like what he brings, why he's so valuable to the league, just because of his uniqueness. But you just knew it was gonna be a crazy one. The moment I ran out there and I started shooting, I was like, yeah, we're in for a battle. Like, and you like those moments when the crowd is like that, because he's gonna put on a show. 50, bro. That's tough.
Yeah, I mean,
on 70% shooting, bro. And what?
I wasn't sure if I was. I wanted to keep it real on this podcast.
So I called you, right?
This is good. I'm glad that you're talking about this.
I called this dude yesterday leading up to the game, right? Uh-huh. And I'm like, I just got out the shower, like, lotioning up. I'm like, yo, I got Steph. I'm about to lock him down.
This dude, I was like.
So he's like, he still don't get it. Like, oh, okay, you guys, who do you guys? You got the Warriors. So I'm like, yeah. So he's like, who you guarding? I'm like, bro, I said I'm going to lock down Steph. Like, I got Steph. Like, I'm locked in, right?
He was, he was not fake swagging. He was dead serious. And I kind of was like, all right, like, what's your game plan, like, in guarding him? Because when I watch the game, you force guys to go left. You want to make them shoot off one dribble.
I ain't do none of that.
And so Pete said something like, I'm just going to have my hand up. I forgot what you said, but I
said, I'm going to force him in the layups.
Run him off the three.
He's going to have to beat me every time. No threes. It went out
there. Yeah, 50 on you.
I was laughing the whole time watching.
What'd you say, Pete? Whack him?
Bro, I couldn't stop none of it. I couldn't stop none of it.
I mean, to be fair, though, I could tell that you were playing, everyone was playing defense. The level of intensity was just
It's just his shot making, bro.
Dude, it's good defense.
It's good defense on anybody else. It's just his shot making.
And he practiced that way.
I hear he goes hard on practice. Like I hear his
dope.
game, his practice shots is the game. Like he treats it like the game.
Steph and Curry.
One crazy stat about Steph that I heard, I believe this is true. I think he deadlifts like 400 something.
Yeah,
like
that's why his range is crazy.
He's strong,
Yeah.
like skinny strong. A lot of those guys, dude.
so
He's
little.
Yeah.
I know, but that's probably why he's out there doing what he does. He's strong.
Yeah,
That's just like when we was talking about the football players that come in strong.
they too
They could
strong.
come in if they had a jump shot, they could probably do what P do.
They can do what P.
I mean, not
I
what
don't know
P
about
do.
that, but that's
Do what Steph do.
P, not what you meant to say, Steph Curry, not what you P. You ain't shooting
you
like
mean?
that yet.
What you mean?
You not shooting like that.
Come on,
You not shooting like that, P.
this
P, you not shooting
this
from
ain't the
that
time.
half
This ain't the
court.
time.
Okay.
I can shoot from half
This
court.
Laker.
Not like that, back and forth, like five times.
Not like that. Not
Okay,
like
then
that.
they didn't agree with me.
What he does is impressive.
That's what I'm saying. Not to say what you do isn't impressive. I'm just saying
Okay,
you can't shoot
I
like
just-
that. P.
I had to hear it from you.
Okay, you had to, and I'm gonna let you.
P, I think you can shoot like that.
No.
No, I think he can.
I
You know
can't
why I'm gonna say P?
He's
can't
not
shoot
allowed
like
to
that?
shoot like Steph has free range, comfortable, like
because he
there's
can
more-
shoot like that.
And he's got to do that. Paul's got other guys he's got to pass to and stuff. I think.
Don't you my boy. You don't
You know
got
why I'm
to
gonna
do that.
say PK? You know why I'm gonna say PK? You know why I say PK shoot like that? Because he ain't had none of the opportunities on the team to go crazy like that. So I'm gonna say he can't shoot like that.
I'm
you-
a little lost.
You ain't
Say
never
that
got
one.
he never had the open door to say, Pete, shoot from here, shoot from there, go there.
Yeah,
and do that.
not the shots he takes.
Does he?
That's what I'm saying.
We saw him a couple days ago. He was, chirping back and forth with one of the Suns' point guards. But does he talk a little trash out there? Like, what's his how's his chirp game? Like, is he out there trying to? I feel like it's been more.
He's the chirp that make you think. And I think his shit talking is what he does to the crowd. Like he'll hit a shot and then he'll turn around and look at the crowd and be like,
Do some old.
I'm him, or like, yeah, he won't necessarily say something to you. And if he does, it's like a quick jab. You know what I mean?
Fake game crazy too.
His what? Pump fake?
Fake game. When
Yeah,
gets
because he
crazy.
if any little space that he got is going up, and it's a bucket.
It's like
Yeah, it's a bucket, and it's
like
so
you really
quick.
can't give him no.
You
air.
can't give him no air.
No
air.
Like
That's why I
dive,
told you,
like
bro.
a
I'm
dive.
gonna smother him.
He
When
was
we
like,
play,
bro,
I'm gonna smother him.
I'm running him off
And
the line. That's my matchup tonight.
couldn't.
Like, I got this.
Give me the love for trying.
You know-
I tried.
You was going against a hell of a shooter. Like, I mean, man.
Kuzma.
Oh,
Did you
Kuzma.
see Kuzma try to do the Steph Curry the other night where he
saw that.
shot the three, turned around, and the
missed.
whole team was
Yeah.
like,
He
the
did the
ball came
swaggy
right
P.
back to him, too, dude.
He did the swaggy P.
The Warriors are known for shooting 3-point shots. They're going up and down the floor, shooting it from deep. How in that game, when you see these guys just what it looks like, they're just jacking up threes and they're going in, how do you kind of keep your composure? Does it make you want to shoot, some threes too? Or how do you kind of maintain or kind of hold the wave back when they're just piling on those 3-pointers?
It's tough because it's one of those situations where you read the room.
Okay.
And it's like, all right, they get, it's time. Like they get busy, they hitting these deep threes. Like, all right, the crowd is going crazy. Like, let me get one up. But you can't fall into that trap because that's their game style. That's how they play. Their offense, the way they can shoot, they're a fast-paced team, and they have, the green light to shoot and take tough shots. So for us, we couldn't fall in that trap because we're not like a 3-point shooting team the way they are. We create off of penetration, kickouts, pick and roll, stuff like that. And so our game is more mid range, get to the basket. We got big wings, finish at the rim. So I thought that was our way of countering. We're just gonna be physical. We're gonna play at the rim. We're gonna get offensive rebounds, putbacks. That was our way of countering them going crazy with their threes. But you can't get into a pissing match with them, bro.
Warriors, boy.
You can't. Or you're gonna fall behind. You don't make shots, they're making shots, the crowd is in it. And then now it's just a tough game. Their defense gets involved.
I just want to know what version of the Warriors dynasty is the best. What was the hardest playing against?
Easy. The year they had KD.
Because you got the KD era, you got the
73 and 9
Nash brothers, and then you got exactly with the Draymond.
They all were
threes back in the day
when he was
like what
lethal behind.
Which one version you done played
the
against
version?
All of them.
The toughest one was the KD era. That is by far the toughest Warriors team.
I would say that too, KD.
And you know what's crazy? So y'all, I don't know if y'all remember the year Clay had the 60
off like
in 3 quarters.
Dribbles.
Y'all know that was against me.
Was it?
Well, not the Pacers, my Pacers team.
Got it.
But I was a part of that. I was a part of that.
You need to let them know that.
I did.
Clay don't talk trash out there, does he?
Clay will talk trash if it's
talk to him.
If you talk to him, like Clay's the same way. He gonna hit you with some like real subtle, like make you think about it. Like
he hit you with quiet.
The shit he do with D Book, like 4 rings. Like what can I say to that? You know what I mean?
What was it like watching him drop all those when you were in Indiana, just going off? Talk about that experience.
Yeah, it was crazy because like we weren't like we switch now. Like, and if you know when you're playing the Warriors, you have to switch. You have to be alert. You have to have your head on a swivel because they move so much. That Pacers team, we weren't switching in. And it was tough to switch because we had 2 small guards. We had Monte Ellis and Jeff Teague. And then there's KD out there. So we're not going to switch Jeff Teague onto KD. And so they were just moving, bro. And we was trying to keep bodies on bodies. They hit one person. They flying off.
Yeah.
And
shooters can't do nothing.
You can't do nothing, bro. And I remember like Clay was just going off.
They jump shots was like layups back then.
Like
a jump shot was a layup to them.
The jump shot was a layup. And he's shooting it from everywhere. The ball
That's what I'm saying.
Be on his like barely on his palm and it's going up and it's cool.
That's crazy. He shoot better than his dad.
Catch shoot. He shoots the ball
his
so
daddy
fast.
was a big man.
I'm saying.
Yes, he shoots.
I'm talking about Steph.
Oh yeah.
Steph. I'm talking about Steph. And you talking about Clay.
They both shoot better than
they both shoot. Better
yeah, they both. But I mean, yeah, Waddell was a shooter, and that's crazy. You shoot better than your pops.
Better than your pops.
But if your pops is a shooter, like, come on now,
you guarantee.
You guarantee because Steph shoots better than his pops.
Yeah, that's true too.
So I mean,
one season almost shot better than
Steph.
Yeah,
they had a year where he competed.
He had a good year.
But yeah, it's just crazy that game. Go back to that game. It was just crazy because they were flying all over the place.
That's crazy. You really
and it was like he did it in like I want to say like 11 dribbles. They counted how many dribbles he took.
He just catches the ball.
How do you put 60 up with 11 dribbles?
He's sticky. He too quick. He moved. Never stops. Who gonna keep him? Who gonna catch up to him?
I remember I talked to Monte like we were coming out of timeout and he didn't even have no words. He was just like.
Just tired running the ball screen.
I'm like,
what do you even say? Like,
he didn't say nothing. He was just like, because we weren't barking at each other, but we was kind of mad at the game plan. Like, bro, we got to switch. And so I'm talking to Monte, and he like,
who he had to stick?
He had Clay.
Oh my God!
I had KD. Jeff had Steph, and I think Thaddeus had Draymond. And I forget who Miles was guard. I don't even know who their 5th was. But it didn't even matter on that team. They was tough.
Well, you beat them last night.
We beat them last night. We got our get back.
So, Pete, you done played against the Warriors all times, with Clay scoring 50 on you, with Steph scoring 60, and KD doing God knows what. I just want to know who was the toughest to guard and have a game plan for when y'all got them type of games.
I mean, I ain't gonna disrespect any other 3. But, like, game planning, it was definitely more like Steph has – because he's dangerous the second he crosses half court, and he don't need the ball to be, like, to kill you. You know what I mean? So, game planning was definitely, like, going, like, more towards Steph. And then – because KD's isolation, KD's, pick and roll here and there, down, like, fast break, transition stuff. Like, that stuff that, like, he's going to make shots. Like, you got to make it as tough as possible, but he's going to make shots. Whereas this with Steph, it's like he's going to fly around the court.
Just about to say
he's going to pull up from 34, 40 feet. Like,
and then he's a cold passer at that, too.
Then he'll pass it, and then you're relaxed.
He can dribble.
And then next thing you know, he's, like, taking back off. So, like, I think you had the game plan more towards Steph.
Wow.
Because of what everybody else gets from him as well. Like You lose Steph, and then now Clay's open. You know what I mean? Like it was just a spiraling effect.
If Clay wasn't open, KD
was open. Come on,
damn.
So it definitely was Steph. Steph was like the matchup where you got to figure it out.
If they hadn't won a championship with KD twice, I don't know how I would have looked at basketball no more.
Yeah,
on the cheat
they'd
code.
probably still be together if they won.
I mean, like.
If KD didn't get hurt,
even break up. That was stupid for KD.
Yeah.
Like, that was dumb. I wouldn't even left.
Yeah,
But
that's for another convo.
Another convo. You're right.
No,
but I'm just saying, you left Steph Curry and Clay. Is you okay? I got nothing else to say.
That team was obviously it goes down as one of the best all-time teams that have ever been put together. How would you compare that team to some of those Miami teams you played against, or if you were gonna pick one of the most dominant team in the past 10, 15 years, how would you stack that team up against some of these other teams that were put together?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that team is up there for the best team that I've played in the last 15 years, 13 years since I've been in the league. I'm gonna say that's got to be 1A, 1B with the Miami Heat team. Like you talk about everything that they had. At that point, they won championships already. Then they add an MVP, best scorer in the league at 7 foot.
Yep.
Add that to the team. Then they got Iguodala. I think they had Barbosa that year. Yep. Sean Livingston. Like, Barbosa. Bro, they was stacked.
Only one I never seen that shouldn't be on that team, but and he's good, I guess.
It's
Looney.
Who? Looney?
Looney. I just be like, he don't fit on this squad.
That's why they good, though, because they got guys that do their roles.
That's crazy.
You got your star players, and then you got the guys that just do their role. They know what their job is. I don't need the ball. I know where the ball is going. I'm a rebound for you. I'm going to get you open.
When Looney got 3?
3 what? Rings? He been there
we got
ever
4
since
like this.
however many they all
4?
got, he got. He been there the whole time.
It's kind of like
and I ain't even hating on you, Looney. You just look Looney on the team.
Looney on the team.
Jackie.
Looney on the team.
It's kind of like when we play Call of Duty and there's 2 killers and then you got one guy that just stacks up on the med pack.
You Looney.
The revives, all that kind of pistols. And you're just kind of going around and Jackie, get us.
I like that.
You gotta know your role.
Steph, you Clay, he Looney.
That's about right. I think that's
everybody got a role to play.
Let's hear it. Come on.
We can end the podcast.
P, did you hear that Drake just announced his tour?
I did, and that's good timing for the newest sponsor of the show, SeatGeek. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There's more than 70,000 events every day on SeatGeek, from sports to concerts and more.
But what makes SeatGeeks better than others?
They put all the tickets across the web in one place, so you know you're getting the best deal. Then they rate the tickets on a scale from 1 to 10. And finally, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. And SeatGeek is the only site that lets you return your tickets ahead of the event with swaps.
Okay, I'm sold. I'm buying my Drake tickets on SeatGeek immediately. But P, do you have a promo code for me?
You know I came through for my guys. Use my code PODCASTP for $20 off tickets at SeatGeek. That's $20 off your first purchase with promo code PODCASTP. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app.
You've battled against, some great players throughout, not only in the NBA, but even in high school. Clay was on our travel team. Shout out Clay again. Hopefully you come join us on the pod very soon. Thank you very much. But talk a little bit about, some of the experiences you had mentioned, when you were on that USA select team. So you've battled against these guys, but you've also had some opportunities to play with them. Any good stories, maybe when you were on that select team and going against that older group that was going to go play?
Yeah, it was cool to be selected to the select team. That was like a dream come true. Like, what? We get to play against Kobe, LeBron. Like, we get to see them up close. Russ, KD, James, Blake, Griffin. Like, we get to see them up close. Like, yeah, this is like when you think about it, it's like cool. We get to compete against them, learn from them. Like, and when we were there, we did. But then, like, I think what people don't understand or people don't see from that moment was how tough it was. I don't know if y'all seen the clip where Kai, like, is doing some special shit. He's breaking down the whole team, putting it behind his legs. Bro, that play happened because we could not get the ball past half court.
Wow.
That's how. That's
he just had to take it and just go.
Yeah, he just had to take it and go. Like, because they were trapping us. They were full court trapping us. And we could not, their pressure was so crazy.
You guys were just getting smacked.
Like Russ picking up full court, Bron, Kobe, they all picking up full court. Mello, they in our shit.
So y'all was loony.
So we was we was Looney Tunes. Bro, we was Looney Tunes. Space Jam when the powers is gone. We was them.
We all loony now. We all can be loony.
We was them. And it was crazy because Kai took it upon himself. And that was, I think, his rookie year. That was after his rookie season. And we was watching it oh.
He was talking smack to Kobe too, I think.
Yeah, he went after that.
You gotta guard me.
He was feeling himself. I just broke all y'all down. I'm feeling myself. But that's that was it was a cool moment though, to experience that, and then just to see obviously USA go on and win in and be a part of that. And
right.
Yo, we had them ready. We felt good. We had them ready.
Y'all got them ready for it.
Is part of them, trapping and playing so hard, do you think there was an aspect of let's show these young guys what this is really about, and kind of we're still your big brothers here, you guys
Absolutely.
are up next, but we're going to show you why we're
absolutely
just a notch above you guys.
I think it was and for people that don't know, the USA, team that goes and compete for the gold, and then the select team, all we're doing as the big team is grooming the next group that's coming up. And I think that's what they were teaching us. That's what Kobe was teaching us. He was teaching at that time Bron and them how to compete, D Wade how to compete, D Will, Chris Paul. I think Bron was the one teaching the young guys how to compete and how to win on that level, and they brought it to us and showed us how you compete. Awesome. So then now when it was our time to play for Team USA, we knew the expectation. Those dudes was picking us up. They playing hard. They trapping. They doing all the dirty work. These are just stars, and they doing dirty work. You don't see this, all the time when they're on their team. They got the guys that do the dirty work, and they're doing the dirty work. So it was it brought a different perspective of how you should play when you play for Team USA.
Dang.
Love it. Love it.
Kobe story, boy. Another Kobe story.
Another Kobe story.
Another Kobe.
So, P, you actually just passed Dirk Nowitzki and Jason Kidd on the all-time three-point maker in NBA history. You got a little. You're part of history.
Yeah.
Hey, that is crazy though.
Come on.
You're in records.
It is.
It's a trip, bro.
It's funny when my parents because my mom will message me it as if I don't see it already. But it's cool that it. That's the reach of it. You know what I mean? My parents are proud. It's a proud parent moment.
Right, that's what's up.
Look, son, yeah, you're climbing up there. But it's cool, man. I think it's pretty much, the game is evolving. Guys are shooting more threes. Guys are more, well-rounded in the league. It's just a snapshot of how the trajectory of where the league is going. You know what I mean? So it's cool to pass the legends up.
Yeah, you're known as a scorer. I wouldn't say you're known as a three-point shooter. Mm-hmm. You have a lot more aspects to your game. But do you think that you're an underrated three-point shooter?
I don't think I'm an underrated three-point shooter. I think the way I'm guarded, people are well aware of my shooting behind the three. In pick and rolls, the big is always up.
Your ratings is good on 2K.
Ratings is good. Yeah, so I got good badges. Good badges on my three-pointers.
Ratings is real good.
You know what I mean? I think the way people defend me, they fly out at me. They don't let me get, easy ones. When I'm in pick and rolls, the big is always up, So I think they're aware of my three-point shooting.
I want to know what's your favorite badge to get on 2K?
Favorite badge that my guy got? That my guy got or my player?
That you got. That your player got. What's your favorite badge?
I'm going to say
handles. Defense.
Yeah, I think you need to explain that P likes to create multiple players. So he has a little 6'2".
No, but he's talking about my his Clipper, his Paul George.
Okay.
My actual,
not your
badge.
Center and your small forward.
Yeah.
That are all Paul George.
Just a regular Paul George one. What's your favorite badge?
He's nice with the big man.
I'm going to probably say the handle one.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna probably say the handle one. I think it's what, clamp, breaker, or
ankle
killer
breaker?
crossover.
Killer crossover breaker.
Handles for days or ankle breaker? No.
Handles for days are one of those.
Ankle for days.
It's one of the handles one.
Because I like breaking people.
Yeah. That's like doing a nay-nay. They be doing a nay-nay.
I'm actually excited for the 2K. I mean, 2K is a whole nother story, but it's fun every time we go and play in the park. So if you're in the NBA or you're a notable athlete, when you're in the park, you have this icon that is above you. So everyone in the park knows that it's P, but it's either like this 6'2" guy has braids at the time.
Yeah.
But then everyone in the park comes around, so we get on the games real quick. If we lose, we gotta like time it up. Hey, run left and then go all the way to the back right corner so that we can get on real quick. We're just running around the park.
Y'all be using me.
Games,
It's cool.
bro. That's fun.
Y'all be using me.
Let me tell you about P though. He's so whack. He's whack as hell. Because if you ever play in a league with him, we start an NBA 2K league. He's so scandalous, and I don't care.
Who won that league?
Because I gotta get.
He always say,
"Why y'all mad? I gotta pick
draft. We get to get all the great players. Don't get me wrong. We want to play with P too if we get him. Y'all can't. I can't play in the league if I don't play with myself.
He does do that.
What kind of shit is that?
He does do that.
Well, why we get one game, one season, play with P, and you play with LeBron or something?
No.
And challenge us, and we say, P, I did your ass with yourself.
Because that right there don't sound fun to me. That right there don't sound fun to me.
But it need to.
No.
Let one time when we play 2K, let us get you.
So if we got like a Def Jam Vendetta and they got a Jackie Long, I can pick Jackie Long.
I don't need me.
And fuck you up?
I don't need me. I want to see somebody else enjoy me. Let me enjoy you. I told you, P, I did your move better than you in real life. Like, come on.
Nah, that don't sound good to me.
Okay.
I don't like the way that sound.
I'm just saying, P is...
Well, start your own league and don't put me in it. How about that?
I won the league, so it really all that stuff doesn't matter to me.
Next
Beat
question.
Jackie,
I'm not going to
Paul.
even say nothing.
I won the 2K league.
Go to your question, Dallas. Go say the next one.
So how did you improve your three-point shot? It's a three-point shooting league. What are some things that you've done just to improve your three-point shot to adapt in the game today?
Yeah. You know what fucked me up my rookie year?
Okay, what?
I think I finished the season shooting like 20-something% my rookie year from behind the three-point line, right?
Okay.
I remember like I was a guy that like was wide open, right? And I never understood why they leaving me wide open, right?
Figured that out.
So I was taking these shots and the team used to be like, yo, what are you doing? I remember Danny Granger was mad at me one time for taking a shot. And I was like, I'm wide open. And he was like, why do you think you wide open?
Because your ass.
And so I was like, you know when you ask the question to yourself, why do you think I'm wide? And I was like, because I ain't making them. So, and that fucked me up my rookie year. And so that summer,
you imagine you open,
bro, I'm wide open, and I'm like, I'm arguing like, bro, I'm wide open, like I'm gonna take the shot, and they like, why you think you wide open? Because you can't make them. So it bothered me, bro. That shit messed me up. So
loony.
What? I was. Come on, man. You got to show love to the guys that are hard workers, man.
Hey, come on, man.
Looney's a hard worker, man.
I love Looney.
We got
cold
now.
word. Okay, add it to the cast. Right. So
a new code word we got.
So that summer, going into my second year, and it stuck with my whole routine. I started working, and you know Mike Penberthy.
Mm-hmm.
I started working with Mike, legendary shooting coach, and Don McClain. Right, Don McClain is who I worked out with in the draft, and so I stuck with him for like my first.
Was it Don McClain?
Don McClain, legend at UCLA, played in the league for a good little while. Was a bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't know y'all homework. Go look up Don McClain, bucket. So I stuck with him like my first. I mean, still up to now, like I still get work with him, but like I was with him like legit my first like 5-6 years in the league, and then I was with Mike Penberthy for like 4 or 5 years, my first 4 or 5 years in the league. And he had me just shooting like from range with heavy balls. I'm shooting like 3-pound balls from the NBA 3-point range, right?
Crazy.
Which is crazy because it takes a different, like, you got to be strong. You got to be on balance. You got to be like locked in to shoot and make a heavy ball from 24, 25 feet, 26 feet from the basket. And so that was like my summer routine. I would work with him every day. And I started getting better. I found out like, oh, okay, this is a good routine for me. My percentages started getting better. I started getting more confident, just getting a ton of reps up, like every off season, practice days, after practice, just getting a ton of reps. And my 3-point percentage just started going up. And it was just because of that moment, like, bro, that was a shitty feeling. Like somebody break it down to you like that it was a shitty feeling.
Well, speaking of Don McClain and all these people that you've been working out with, I need to know what got into you the other day. Because I seen you looking like College P the other day.
That dunk.
Your ugly ass was throwing windmills.
Did
you call Don McClain up? I mean, you was showing out.
McClain wasn't dunking
I said, look at Toes. He done shaved his face, and now he getting lighter. Now he doing windmills.
Off the backboard, threw it from like the 3-point line. It was the beard was holding me down.
You had the beard. Episode 3, but right before it, I seen you when you did the windmill. The beard was gone.
Little aerodynamic.
It was lighter on your body.
Right.
Lighter body weight.
Right.
That's what it was.
Right. Because the beard was probably holding about 5 pounds.
Hey, what made you do it? How did you do it? What made you want to do it? What made it click in your mind?
You know, I was thinking like soon as I got the steal on Julius, right? Soon as I got the steal, I saw nothing but open court, right? So I'm like, ooh.
Give it to us. You had to give it to us.
Yeah. And
you was thinking of your 2K ratings going up.
I was.
I know it.
Get my dunks up. Get my dunks up.
Windmill.
You know, it's crazy, like the thoughts that go into your head, like in a split second like that. I had so many ideas of what I was going to do in that fast break. So when they blew the whistle, it was just like, all right, like I can fuck this up. The play is over. Like I can miss.
College.
So I just threw it off the backboard. And then as I'm running to it, I was like, all right, I'm going to just, one little cock back. But then I caught it up here and I'm like, oh, I got a little extra time. You know what I mean? I got a little extra time up here.
Do coaches get mad when y'all clown and do like dunks like that?
Do stuff like that? Nah. T. Lou didn't even know what happened.
Yeah.
T. Lou was like, what you just did?
Come on, T. Lou, you got to pay attention.
He came to me because he heard the crowd like, ooh. He was like, what you just did?
What? Just did a windmill.
Yeah, I was like, I just windmill.
I can't
just threw it off the backboard, windmill. I mean,
come on, Ty Lou. Come on.
I feel like next time you have a fast break, you should just do like the most basic layup.
Just basic layup, just finger roll.
Everyone's going to be like, oh, you just go up there and just do a nice little
with the left hand too.
Pete, you got to start doing this at your games.
I do. I do.
You got to shout us out. So you got to do this.
I do. Got to do that. And I said I was, and I
ain't did it yet. I
ain't did y'all right. I got you. I got you next.
A little disappointing, but talk a little bit about. There was just a report that came out that you guys were on an airplane and lightning hit the airplane. I didn't even know about it. I was like, oh my goodness.
Wait, what happened to your plane?
They were flying and lightning hit the plane.
On the plane.
Just like a couple weeks, like a week ago or something.
Lightning hit the plane, bro. It was when we was having
I ain't even hear about this. When this come out? When this happened? When this what?
This happened on the flight to Denver. We was about to go to Denver, and it happened on that flight.
After podcast 1.
Yeah.
The podcast P might have been over right then and there.
It would have been over,
just
bro.
Me and you.
Podcast RIP.
Podcast RIP.
How scary was it? I know one of your new teammates, Bones, said he thought it was over with.
Yeah.
And this, but did you feel it? Like what was going on the plane?
You feel it? Nah.
Like, put us through it, man. What happened?
Yeah. So the pilot warned us, right? Before we took off, he was like, listen, it's going to be some turbulence. We're going to Denver. Like, it's going to be some turbulence. It's going to get a little rocky. So we like, all right, like, bet. We've been on thousands of flights. Like, we know what turbulence feels like. Right. So, like, all right, cool. Like, can't be that bad. So we flying, right? Like, and then we just feel like the plane dropped, bro. The plane literally just dropped. So it was like a free fall. Like you go on a roller coaster and you go on a free fall. Like it was that feeling to the tummy.
I shitted on myself. Attack. I'm shitting right now thinking of it right now.
Thank
God.
You. Okay. So when it happened.
You smell it, Dallas?
when it happened, right? Everybody was like, oh, like. Everybody felt like you heard it from the front of the plane all the way to the back of the plane. And so I was like, shit, I'm just go to sleep. right? And it happened a couple times. So then now, like that made sense, that the turbulence, right? But this was more than usual. Like this was definitely the most that we felt. And then we heard the plane. Like, it felt like the plane just shut all the way off. So like we was like, I'm thinking like, damn, do I send a text now? Like,
and this was the same plane that y'all flew that y'all used already, right?
No.
It's a whole different.
This is a whole different. Yeah, and so, and we didn't know until we landed. Like, we didn't know until literally like yeah, we didn't know it was lightning. The reason why, like, you know, we had dropped like that. But yeah, bro, it was crazy.
I would have been scared. Shit.
And this happened to this, like, it's not my first incident where like shit happening to the plane. We was in Oklahoma, and then a bird like rear-nosed, or not rear-nosed. Damn, that's stupid.
The bird rear-nosed it.
The bird hit the nose of the plane, dented the whole front of the plane up. And we heard that, like, we heard a loud ass like thump. Like,
it was a bunch of birds though, right? Like, it was it just one? It had to have been more than one bird.
I mean,
that was a big bird.
It was Big Bird, bro.
It was Big Bird.
We flew over Sesame Street.
Oh, they had a big dent.
The whole front, bro. The whole front was dented in, like.
Okay.
Dude, oh man,
I want some crazy moments.
Freaking out.
I don't want to hear about no more planes.
Not even trying to fly.
I know.
I'm just gonna pray for you every time you got a game.
Please do.
I don't want to hear about no more plane.
Please do. Please do. It is
crazy.
It is scary.
Take a train,
right?
Yeah.
I like the train rides, man. We took a train. We took a couple train rides in my career. I like the train ride.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about no more plane incidents, man.
No more.
No more. We don't want to hear R.I.P.
Steve.
Yeah.
Steve, we need our own plane.
That in the contract. But anyway, now P, everybody want to know, because you got literally one of the hottest signature shoes in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. I ain't got all of them because you ain't a good friend sometimes, only sometimes.
There you go.
But I need you to take us back down memory lane.
Yeah.
Just getting a call saying, P, we want to do a shoe with you.
Yeah.
Like that's a big accomplishment too, man.
That call was crazy. Cause like as a kid, everybody, like, I'm sure everybody designs shoes, designs sneakers, especially like if you feel you're gonna be like a professional athlete. Like,
right.
I had drawings as a kid of me like, damn, what my first shoe gonna look like, right?
Wow.
And so it was crazy because after I broke my leg, like, I thought I was done, like, because we were like in talks of potentially getting a signature shoe, right? And so I broke my leg, and I was like, damn, like, there goes my opportunity.
There goes that. No, that's
and then they were like, nah, we believe in you. Like, we believe you're gonna come back. We believe you're gonna like still be, you know.
Shout out to Nike.
Shout out to Nike, man, for believing in me.
That.
And so they were like, yeah, we're gonna still give you a signature shoe. So I was like, man, like, I gotta go hard. Like, these gotta do well. And so, and what people don't realize, like, it takes literally like a year and a half before, like, of designing that shoe. So like when my first ones came out, I was already like damn near done with my second shoe.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, you're that far in advance of creating a shoe. And I had, you know, all, you know, insight on it, what I wanted to look like, what I wanted on it. I wanted a strap on it. Like, I'm a part of the whole aesthetics. You know what I mean?
the first time seeing like an NBA player wearing your shoes, and
Yeah.
like,
You know who the
remember
first-
who it was?
Drew.
That I love that.
Drew was the first
Drew
person.
Holiday?
Drew's
Drew
the
Holiday.
best, man.
Drew Holiday was the first person in my shoes.
Wow, that's dope.
I remember seeing it, and I was like,
What
oh, that's
color?
dope.
Yeah.
You know, because that's
Yeah.
our guy.
What color he had?
He had the
And which ones?
I want to say it was the
ones.
black ones.
Yeah,
No, I don't know. If
The
it was
PG
one.
ones. I want to say it was the black ones. They was black. They had a little iridescent in it. I want to say those was the first ones I seen.
What did you have on that game?
I wasn't playing against them. I was like
But you
watching
just
the game.
watching
Yeah.
the game.
And
That's
I was
crazy.
looking and I'm like, because everybody, like, it was a lot of people reaching out, like, you know, reaching out to Nike. They were trying to get me to approve it. Like, hey, can so-and-so wear your shoes? Can so-and-so wear your shoes? Like, they're reaching out to me to wear your shoes. So I was like, yeah, cool. Like, yeah, I don't have a problem with dudes want to wear my shoes.
You ain't lying. Remember that time when you called me to go to your house to go give John Wall a pair of your damn
Pair of my shoes, yeah.
That's when I know the shoes was popping.
Yeah.
The food
I was sending them, bro. That was
crazy.
the connect, bro. I was sending them out here,
John
sending
Wall
them out
was
there.
freeloading shit.
Homies hitting me up like, yo, I need something. Yeah, I got you. I got you. I sent them out there. So I was like, I was the import man.
So now you've done, you've had a lot of success with your signature line. What was your favorite collab that you've done? I know you've done, my favorite was the PlayStations. Those were the little light ups in the tongue. That's the best one for me. But which one was your favorite?
Starting out was I think just the whole birth of it. So 2K did my PG1s. I think that was my favorite just because that was like the start of something special. And that went on to turn into PlayStation getting involved. And then us doing NASA and us doing Hot Wheels, but I think, and then we did Bass Pro Shops, a collab with, shout out Bass Pro Shops. But I'm gonna go with the 2K one just because that was like the initial start to my signature line.
And you a big gamer.
And I'm a big gamer.
Of course, you
and I'm a
say
big
that.
gamer.
You gotta go to PlayStation.
Shout out 2K, man.
Yeah, shout out to PlayStation. We need some endorsements over here. We need sponsors. Thank you. Yeah.
Hey, they doing everybody getting whatchamacallit now? They getting the whole screen getting put on 2K now. Like we gotta
get me.
We gotta get Ronnie to get you on there.
Ronnie, come on, man.
Yeah,
what is that rating gonna be?
Shut the fuck up. What it's gonna be?
I'm gonna say he gonna have a 72 card.
No badges.
No badges.
Bad stamina.
But look, PG, on some real stuff. What is your favorite signature shoe to wear casually, like throughout your day? Like what you like?
Favorite signature shoes? Now it's funny because I don't like the last three. The first three are my favorite performance shoes.
Okay.
The last three are my favorite, like walk around, my favorite, like comfortable, chill.
I like the last ones.
The 6s, the 5s, the 4s. Those were all like, I love, throwing on some tech fleece and throw my 4, 5, 6s on. Like the last three were the most comfortable ones. And so those are the ones I like to, walk around in, go to the store, take the kids to the park. Like that's my dad's shoes. But the first three ones are like my favorite performance shoes.
Growing up, what athlete had the signature shoe that you loved the most?
The most? Well, Brown.
I'm gonna say Michael Jordan.
Jordan, everybody loved Jordan. But like when it came to the hoops, Brown was like, was just kicking off. So like his Zoom ones, like everybody had them. And I think it was the Zoom like 25 and 5s was like the shits in high school. So that was like my favorite ones.
LeBron's shoes went from
the one that had the double straps. I don't know if y'all remember the one with the double straps.
I was just about to say that his shoes go from light to heavy.
Yeah. He had some that was heavy, and then he had some that was light. They was like the Zoom 25 and 5s where it had the double straps on them. Those was my favorite ones. And I wore those all through high school. And then he made some other Zoom ones that had one big strap across the toe box. I can't remember which bronze those were. But it was like a big strap, and then I think it was a strap in the back as well.
I'm not.
But they matched my high school.
What team was he on? Cleveland?
He was in Cleveland. It was like his shoes first 3-4 years in the league, something like that. But those were like my favorite ones.
P, I want to know, because everybody got a story about MJ.
Yeah.
Just give me one story that you got with MJ just to make me live vicariously through you right now.
So I get a first time seeing him was when we played in Charlotte. We was playing in Charlotte, and he always go to the Charlotte games. I just like in the game, I'm like, player happened, and I'm like, another player happened, and I'm like, like every moment, I'm like,
it's Michael Jordan.
It's Michael Jordan over there. Damn, I don't even know if I was balling that game. I had great moments in Charlotte. I had some moments where he was there, but I don't remember like specifically the first time of how I played. But I remember I was just in awe. Every time I got a chance to look over there, I was looking over there like that's Michael Jordan. But the first time I got to meet him was actually 2016 All-Star Weekend in Toronto, and we was in Soto. We went to dinner. We were upstairs in like a little private room. I'm eating, and I'm like, it's dark upstairs. And Michael Jordan kind of dark. Michael Jordan kind of dark. So I'm looking, and I'm like, damn, I think that's MJ over there. But I ain't trying to trying to stare, but
You want to be groupied out.
I didn't want to be groupied out. You know what I mean? It's All-Star Weekend. I'm somebody there too. You know what I mean?
Almost did this.
Yeah, I'm somebody there too.
Using your Dallas move.
But I'm looking, and I'm like, damn, I think that's MJ. Towards the end of the night, he's like, you know, we checking out to leave. Like
He said something to you.
He said something to me. Came over, said something to
I'm
me.
living vicariously through you. Give it to me.
And he was like, you know, keep going, young fella. Like, I love your game. Like, keep going. Like, you know, basically, like, you know, giving me my props. And I was just like, cool, man. His hands was big as hell. Like, on some Kawhi shit. Hands big as hell.
All right, guys, so great episode 3, but as always, we got to wrap it up with the social corner, and today's question is coming from Liv Moods.
What's going on, fellas? Liv Moods here. I have a question for you, and it actually is a question that came from the NFL world. Stay with me. Marlon Humphrey basically tweeted and said he wanted a full-body blow dryer post-shower. He's like, I don't like using towels, which, fair. Then a former NFL player, Dan Orlovsky, responded back and said that he uses a towel at least 30 times before he washes it. So he will get out of the shower, use the same towel 30 times before he sticks it in the laundry. To me, that's a lot of times. I know that towel's probably musty, so I want to know from you, if you are getting out of the shower using a towel, how many times are you using it before you give it a wash? Let me know.
Using your towel 30 times, that's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
That's too much, bro.
Shower.
And get a new towel when you come
back
out.
in the shower.
Because I know, like, even when you clean, like, I know it be some brown coming on your towels after you take a shower.
Nah.
No?
Damn, P, you got dookie stains in your ass?
Not from the booty.
You
Not from
put
wiping the
dookie
booty.
stains on the towel that you wiping
Not from wiping the booty. The wash rag, which some people don't use.
That's
Heard
a whole
about
nother
that.
subject. That's a whole nother subject.
I would think if she's talking about the big towel.
The big towel.
Yeah,
If
the
you
main-
if you don't use the little towel,
It
okay,
looked dirty.
That's
After
dirty.
you use a towel, 3-4 times, it looks dirty to
It
the
looks
point
dirty.
where
You
it's
should
like,
go-
damn, I don't even want to use
Exactly.
this one no more.
I give the max. I say
Yeah,
at
what's
least
the max?
The max. It definitely ain't no 30.
Ain't no 30.
It definitely ain't no 30. That's you a dirty
I say
motherfucker.
3-4 times.
I say I agree with Pete. I say the
3-4
most
times.
2 and 3 at the max.
So you've never used the same towel more than 4 times?
I got towels.
Okay.
I got towels.
I got towels on
I got
deck.
towels.
Yeah,
You
we
understand what
got
I'm saying?
towels.
I got a washer and a dryer, and I live by myself.
How about
Watch
that? How about the blow dry though?
That's just some bougie shit.
That's some money
That's some
shit right
bougie
there,
shit.
boy.
I wish I
You come
could
out the
do that.
shower.
That's like a shower bidet. Just gotta chill.
Just
Shower
chill.
bidet.
Chill.
You can dance. You can be dancing
Don't
out the
do
shower.
anything. That's what I'm talking about. You said we get White T to do that.
White T to do
Little
that.
ugly ass.
Nah, some people you don't even want to see them blow dry.
That's the White T.
You want to see him
What about
blow
the
dry.
rag,
You gonna hear
though?
how water's in the little crevices
The rag
and
is
shit
dirty.
still.
What's up with the rag? Because we've talked about this, and I do think it's like a white culture thing.
I think it's
It
a
was a
white
football
culture
player.
thing.
It is. You know what I mean? I was
Dirty
always taught
ass.
that hot water and
Dirty
soap
ass
and
football
friction
player.
that's good
That's
enough.
all you
so
need.
you guys have influenced
So
me.
then,
though.
when you got to wash your ass, when you got to get in the ass crack, you got to wash everything you
Give it
use in
to
your
him,
hand. I ain't even. I ain't
Yeah,
shaking.
it's crazy. I think we should take a poll though,
You still get
and
dookie
find
stains in
out
that shit.
how many people actually use a rag when they shower. I remember when I was growing up at I'd go to like Coach
I use a
Braswell's
rag.
house.
Yeah.
They're black, and Penny would be she gave me like 2 towels, and I
Yeah.
was like, wait, like what is this little rag? And so then I wasn't using it. And she would get upset at me, like, you better go back up there and take
Yeah.
a shower. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I just showered.
That one
So
you
then
should
I
change
go up
every
there
day.
and just turn the water on, get
Damp
a
the
little
towel
wet,
up.
and it was like,
The rag
all right,
up.
I'm good.
That one you should change every day. The little rag.
Yeah, you can't reuse the rag.
That one, the rag
That
should be
feels
changed
nasty.
every day, but the big towel at least 2 or 3 days.
Nothing is more cringy than like going in the shower and touching the
Oh,
wet,
yeah, see, that's-
cold rag.
It's like
Ugh.
it gets hard
like
a little bit,
sour
like it's just
yeah,
been
it's
like,
like
mildew.
stiff and like
Ugh.
yeah. Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah, you got to start using a rag.
got to Dallas.
You're not washing good if you don't use a rag.
well,
I was-
I've upgraded. I remember, I forgot what hotel we
At
were
least
at,
a
but
loofah.
I took a loofah, but now I got like one of those, like, I don't know what it's like,
Mitts.
a bath. No, it
What
ain't a
is
mitt,
it?
but it's like a stick with a little brush on it. I'd be getting,
Wait.
going crazy.
How long should you keep the what's that one? The little
The
sponge.
loofah?
No, but the
sponge?
Yeah,
how long you should keep like the
Sponge.
little, I don't like that one. That one.
you know that's what that one is. I thought he was talking about he said that for the back rubber. Scrap. Yeah.
The one
right.
with, they got the one with the stick. How long do you keep that?
How long do you keep them for? Because that's a lot of germs up in that.
That is a lot
if
of
that's
germs
the case.
because you don't wash it. You just rinse it out and then.
Well, can you throw it in the washer?
And I wonder how many people really wash their back.
I mean, you wash your rags.
A lot of people don't wash
your
their
rags.
back.
I don't think you put that in the washer.
What about do-rags?
Yeah, you put do rag in the
You gotta
washer.
wash your do rags.
Put on stanky ass do rag in your bed.
That's why he going
Dirty
bald.
ass do rag.
That's why you're going bald?
Y'all keep talking about me going bald every week.
Jackie, we could be two bald co-hosts.
Put your hat on. Look, man. Look, that's a wrap on Podcast P. This was episode 3 with my boy PG and my boy Dallas Rutherford. We just killed this shit again. Make sure y'all tune in and go to all the subscribe buttons down there on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, all of the above. And just know Podcast P is not a scrub. Make sure y'all tune in and watch this episode next week, Monday. We gonna be here like we here every day. And every day.
Ooh, you did that.
I did something.
You did that.
I did something. I did that.
Shampoo, we out of here.